Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Let's talk about Skyla Credit Union, okay? And how you can possibly hack your way to $50,000, all right, on one hard pull. Now, here's the thing about it. Skyla is a competitor of Navy Federal, okay? And how that came about is that Skyla also offers credit cards when you have a 580 credit score. Now, the difference between Skyla Credit Union as well as Navy Federal Credit Union, anybody can join Skyla, okay? And you can join them through the American Consumer Council. Now, many of us know with Navy Federal, you have to either have somebody that's military related, or you may have a family member that's already in, or if you stay at an address of a friend or family member that's already a member of Navy Federal, then you can join, okay? So the thing about it in terms of being able to leverage, another thing about Skyla, not only can anybody join, is that Skyla uses a Vantage 3 credit score, okay? So they use TransUnion, but it's a Vantage 3 credit score. Now, why is this a better advantage, okay? Here's the thing about it. Remember I told you guys about the Credit Karma hack, right? Where I told you to go over to Credit Karma and you can dispute your TransUnion as well as your Equifax, right? And so by you being able to dispute your TransUnion and Equifax, usually within 48 to 72 hours, your credit score increases. Now, when your credit score increases because you remove those negative items off your credit, this gives you more leverage. Adding to that, because it is a Vantage 3 institution, they will accept when you add the authorized users, when you add the rental payment, when you add the utilities, as well as the subscriptions to help increase your credit score, okay? And so with different credit builder accounts, they will accept. Now, here's the backdoor secret to that. When you're building a relationship with Skyla Credit Union, they offer the secured credit card as well as the secured loan. So in terms of building yourself up to that $50,000, I always tell you guys to garden a relationship, okay? I would not encourage you have a 580 credit score and just apply. Now, if you can try it, okay? You can try it, but I would tell you your highest chance of approval, because you want to get multiple accounts with them, all right? And so in order for you to get multiple accounts with them, that means that you have to garden a relationship. That means opening up a checking account, a savings account, doing the secured card, doing the secured loan. By you having multiple accounts with them, this gives you a higher chance of approval. Plus, by you doing the Credit Karma hack. Now, here's something that I like, and then the best part about this is that with Skyla, like I said, they'll give you 3 accounts. You can go for the credit cards, you can go for the loans, and you can go for the line of credit. The good part about Skyla is that, like, when you get a personal loan with them, long as the loan is above $75, if you need to skip a payment, you'll be able to skip a payment. As a matter of fact, you not only skip a payment once, but you're able to skip a payment twice a year. Okay? So if you have a personal loan with them, you're able to skip a payment with them. So that's the great part about it. And they're very flexible. Now, here's something else that I would definitely tell you guys you may want to consider. Is if you cannot join Skyla, like I said, it's through the American Consumer Council, so it should not be hard for you to join. Then you may want to look, and you're trying to look for some easier credit cards, then you may want to look at the Affinity Credit Union. Remember I made the video, you may have to go back and look at it. with Affinity Credit Union, they work with you when you have a 550 credit score. And again, it's always the gardening situation. All right. That's the reason why so many people like Navy Federal, because when you have direct deposit, when you have an active checking account, a savings account, a pledge loan, okay, this helps with your internal score. So the more accounts you have, the higher your chances when you have a lower credit score of being approved for unsecured funding. So that's the reason why I tell you guys, in order to, even with a lower credit score, it's just having multiple accounts with these here institutions. Now, here's the thing about it with Skyla. They will tell you before you actually join is to apply for a credit card. However, you don't have to do it that way. That's the reason I said join the American Consumer Council. That's going to give you your best leverage. Now, the best credit cards that you want with them, because they have 0% interest credit cards on purchases and balance transfer. That's going to be their Visa Signature and their Visa Signature Platinum card. Those will give you 0% interest for 12 months. So you definitely want to leverage those. Now, adding to that, if you need other credit cards, okay, that you can potentially get a higher limit. Again, like I said, if you're able to join Navy Federal, of course, then you also have like Capital One, okay? Most people sleep on Capital One Classic, Spark Classic, the gold card, because that one will give you a couple $1,000s with a 580 credit score as well, okay? So I always try to focus on teaching you guys how to stack, okay? And the reason that you want to stack is because the more accounts you have, positive accounts you have, the lower your DTI, okay? Now, the re-aging can help by adding on the authorized users and rental history, because that aging, as you add new accounts onto the file, that's going to help you. Now, there's another credit card that I told you can get up to $10,000 that I mentioned as well in another video, and that was the Tilt credit card. Okay, now Tilt, they're the ones that had took over the Patel card. So where the Patel card went from the Rise, the Patel 1 and the Patel 2, Tilt took them over, right? And so in terms of the difference with their credit card, you apply for their credit cards, and they're going to look at all the factors of the credit without a hard pull, okay? And so what ends up happening, if you have a lower credit score, then you will get the card that charges an annual fee. Now, that card is going to go from $300 up to $3,500. However, it has an annual fee of $59. Now, when you connect your checking account to that card, then they'll give you a credit limit increase. Plus, after 4 months, they're going to give you a credit limit increase, long as you have on-time payments. Now, the key to this is in terms of with these cards, if you're trying to boost up the credit score and to get higher limits, if you can keep your utilization down under 10%, okay, for the first 90 days, then this is going to give you the leverage to where you're able to get higher limits on your credit cards, all right? So that's the reason why I tell you, if you stack and you use this strategy, then you will have opportunity to get more funding. Going back to Skyla, again, because you're able to apply for this with that same inquiry, okay? With that same inquiry, you're able to apply for the credit card, the line of credit, and the loan. Now, your best leveraging for those three would be the line of credit, because with that line of credit that they approve you for, you can take that line of credit and you can pay down all the other balances of your open revolving credit, and that's going to boost up your credit score, okay? So I hope this video helps you. If you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.